Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are diving into something fundamental yet powerful in Kotlin, operators. Whether you are starting out or brushing up your Kotlin skills, this video will help you to understand operators like arithmetic, logical, comparison, assignment. Okay, let's get started. So as you can see, the arithmetic operators, these are just used for mathematical operations. In Kotlin, these are pretty straightforward. It's like, as you can see, it's plus minus into divide and modulo operators. This work exactly as you'd expect. Let's move on to logical operators. These come handy when you're working with the conditions. Like, if you're using the AND operator, it will return true if both the conditions are true. If the OR operator, it will return true if one of the condition is true. And the NOT operator, it will give the negative value. Okay. So let's go to comparison operators. So the comparison operators basically are greater than, equals, less than, equals, greater than, less than. These operators return a boolean value like true or false, simple and effective for decision making. Okay, now let's discuss assignment operators. So let's cover the assignment operators. It's an important one. So they are used to assign values to a variable. Okay, so we will go to the code and we will try to check the some code related examples. So let's start with this. Let's take where x is equals to 10. Okay, the next one I'm taking a variable called y, and I'm assigning the values of 15 to it. Then let's take a variable z which will hold uh, the value for it. Let's suppose we take it as float. Okay, now we will print it the arithmetic operations plus minus multiplication, and we will check for the division. So the division will not work like this. For that we will figure out a way. Before that we will check the modulo operator that will give you the remainder. So this will give you the remainder. Now as you can see, z is float we have taken, and we want and as you can see, this y and x both have been defined as integers. So if you divide those two integers, you won't be able to hold the values of two dividing integers in a float. So for that you need to individually convert to floats to these integers. So for that, let's convert it to uh, float. So toFloat is the function which converts the integer to float, and let's convert y to toFloat as well. Okay. Now z is holding the division results. After that we will print it. Okay. So as you can see, if I run it, you will be able to get all the relevant results. As you can see, this will give the plus minus multiplication and division results along with the modulo operator as well. Okay, so let's get started with logical operators. Okay, so I'm declaring a variable. Suppose it's a boolean variable is sunny, and I am assigning it to true. Okay, now I am declaring another variable is weekend is equals to false. Okay, now I will be trying to try to logically evaluate these two, like is sunny and is weekend. So AND operator will give me what? AND operator will give me if both of them are true, right? But it will give me, currently it will give me false, right? It will give me false, as you can see. Now if I make it as true, you will get to see it will give me true. Okay, now I'm making this as false again, and I am trying with OR operator. Okay, it's a logical OR, and what it will do is it will try to check any one of them is true or not. If any one of them is true, it will print true. So let's see. As you can see, it has printed true. After that, we will check the NOT operator. So let's check is sunny, right? So is sunny is true. So if I make this not, then it will give me false, right? It's a NOT gate, right? Yeah, it has given me false. Okay, so this sums up pretty much the logical operators. Now let's get on hand with comparison operators. Okay, so I'm declaring a variable check true, and it will check what? It will check if x is equals to y or not. See, there is a difference between x is equals to y and x equals to y. So x is equals to y means, so you are assigning the value of y to x. It's always right value gets assigned to the left hand side. Okay, so and x is equals to y is checking whether x is equals to y or not. If it is equal, it will return you true, else it will return false. Okay, and after that what we will do is we are printing this check true, and we are checking different conditions here. Okay, let's check this one as well. If it is there, then the check true value will be reassigned, right? And let's check for another example, that is x is equals to less x is greater than y or not. Based on that, it will reassign it, and let's run the program. As you can see, for the last three, right, the check true values we need to check, it's false, true and false. Okay, it is false because x's value is what, 10, y's value is what, 15, so it is not equals, then it will give us false. If x is less than y, then it is giving us true because x's value is 10 and y's value is 15. After that, we have checked the opposite one, which will give us false as expected, right? Okay, now let's get on with the assignment operators. So assignment operators is nothing but you are assigning values to some variables, right? Suppose you want to increment the value of x. So now you are assigning the x, you increment the value of x with 1 and assign it back to x. Just like the way I have described previously, the RHS values gets assigned to LHS values in case of assignments. So here it will be what, 10 plus 1, so the value will be 11, right? Let's print it. So once I print it, it will give me 11. Okay, now I will write the same expression here with an assignment operator, that is plus equals to 1. So this is nothing but x is equals to x plus 1. Okay, so this is the kind of assignment operators that we are talking about, is plus equals to 1. So the earlier value was x was 11, now it will be changed to 12 because you have previously assigned the values like 11 to x. That's why it will rewrite here with 11. So if I do this and try to print it, it will give me what? It will give me 12. Okay, because it has been internally increased. Now we try to apply the same with y as well. Okay, so what, y's value what, it was 15, right? Now 50 minus 1 will be 14. So the current value of y is 14. Okay. Now we run it. You will get 14. If you rerun this operation, that means y minus equals to 1. What it will give? It will give. Now you have to say what it will give. It will give, as you guessed it right, it will give us 13. Okay, because the the 14 was previously got assigned. So that pretty much sums up the entire operators for us. We discussed the arithmetic operators, we discussed the logical operators, we discussed comparison operators, and at last we have discussed the assignment operators as well. So this sums up this operators section for the time being. Bye from my side. If you like this video and if you have learned something from this video, do like, subscribe to this YouTube channel and share the video as much as you can. Thank you very much.